Hello everyone, it's Siobhan here, it's the Galloping Housewife, and I am on my almost daily yard commute. I am heading out to the yard. I'm going via, I'm on a bit of a mission this morning actually. So I am going up to look at a property that's for sale that is, to be quite honest, it's not the right time for us to be looking at property. Just got a few things that need to happen first before we really look at buying. And yeah, we were sort of loosely looking at middle of next year to be looking at property, and especially like the market at the moment, there's COVID and bits and pieces, it's really, really high, and yeah, there is also, being immigrants, we have to have a ridiculous amount of cash on hand, plus most properties are going for well over value, so you have to have that amount of cash as well. So it will be a big ask, it'll be a big stretch, there's no two ways about it. So it's yeah, and there's a lot that could happen. But I did see this property that just flicking through, window shopping as you do, and it's ticks absolutely every box. So it's where we want it, it's got all the facilities that we want it, the house is perfect for us. It's I could see where it would be problematic for our family or something, but for us, with our children almost grown, it is lovely, perfect, and the style that we like. So yeah, it literally would be a turnkey property for us. We could just walk in and set up and be there, so I just thought, well, it's come across my radar for a reason, and I messaged and then rang the agent and was completely upfront and honest in saying, look, this is not likely to happen for us, but I do think it's worthwhile going and having a look, because we could make it happen, and it is perfect, it seems perfect, and so I'm going to go and have a look at that today, and just anchor in that goal. It's and there is, I think that so many times with our goals and where we're going, we get so caught up on them being out there, and that really, in order for us to achieve them, we need to take them inside. We need to have them, we need to be emotionally attached to those goals for us to find a way to make those goals happen. There is, it's all very, when you've got things that are abstract, like, oh, I want to ride a pre-St. George test, and you have no way of knowing what that's about, it's just something that's out there, then it's really difficult for you to know what the next step is. And I'm a big one for saying you don't need to know the whole path. You really, really don't need to know the whole path, because there are things that happen, opportunities that arise, is stuff that that you never know what might be around the corner. That the world might provide for you, the universe, God, whatever, but that happen. Or also you might actually figure out that that's not really what your destination, what you want to do, but so if your goal is to ride a pre-St. George test, it's have a schoolmaster lesson and have a feel of what is, if there's things that you can't do, go to a show, sit in the stands, groom for a friend who's doing it already, so that you get there and you feel the atmosphere, and and you absorb what it's going to be like out there doing it. There are so many ways that you can actually anchor in that feeling and that goal and be attached, go and try on, go if you've never worn tails before, go into the saddlery store and try on some tails. Really feel what it's like, and you will, and it just it'll give you the motivation that you need to make to work on what you need to work on. It might give you an idea of how you want to achieve it. And so you might think, okay, I want to go and ride a Prix St George, and you've got in your head that you're going to ride Prix St George on your horse, and then you go and you ride a schoolmaster and you go, actually, I just want to ride this Prix St George for me. I don't want to do the training and the schooling and all that type of stuff to get there. So hire a schoolmaster, go ride a Prix St George, do the training from that end. For one thing, it'll give you the skills that if you do want to get your own horse up there, then that's great, but it might be enough. That might be enough, and your horse at home might not be actually suitable to train through to the Prix St George. I mean, this is just an example, but there are so many things that we do. There's so many ways that we can absorb and figure out where our goals are, exactly what they should be, and if opportunities present themselves for you to get nearer to that goal, for you to get closer to it, then bloody well take it. So right now I am driving to a property that at the moment I can't see a realistic way that we'll be able to afford it. I can see things that I know that I could do to be able to get the funds required, but whether or not I'm not sitting here with cash in the bank. I'm not waiting until I have got everything ready to go and figure out whether this is actually my goal, whether this is what I want to be working for, whether this is my end state, and I'm certainly not waiting until I know how to get to my goal before I start the journey. That is not the way we do things. It's nothing works like that. We don't know how we're going to get somewhere until we've got there. I just wanted to, there's a whole lot of really woo explanations for all of this. People talk about anchoring in and manifesting stuff and all those things, and it's just, manifesting literally means make real. So turn your dreams into reality. That's all it is. So I am a very practical person. I'm a very action step person. I know that there are so many absolute concrete reasons why it's important to have a dream. It's important to have a goal. It's important to trust and take the first step without knowing how you're going to make the whole journey. And so that's what I'm doing. It's not about going out there and going, oh, if I dream it. It's not. This is not The Secret. The Secret is not real life. I don't know whether you know what I'm talking about, but The Secret was a book that came out that was just absolute. It's not absolute bullshit, but it's like it told you to sit there, and if you think hard enough, basically, if you imagine hard enough, you'll make things happen. And it's like, okay, no. So it takes more than just imagination. It takes more than just inspiration. It takes actual action. So this is what I'm doing. Right. On that note, I am heading out to the yard. I didn't go out yesterday. It was sideways rain, as I imagined it would be. So I am going from this place back down to the yard. I am hoping to lunge Mitch, maybe sit on him if he keeps all his feet on the ground. And I will also do something with Percy. I might just flat school him again. I need to need to be doing something a bit different with him. I need to be jumping some jumps and taking him out and getting him fit and things like that. But yeah, it'll happen. Right, so I will speak to you. Oh yeah, the weather's looking great. So it's a grey day out there today. It's a bit windy. It's not too cold. So yeah, I am then for the rest of the week it's actually quite bright. I think there's one day with showers, so fingers crossed that I'll get a whole week out with the ponies every day. That would be fantastic. Alright, hope you're doing well wherever you are, and I will catch you later. Bye now.